Hi, it's Andrew here at Bayside. How many people love giving away their money? Oh, sometimes in our lives we struggle with this. But generosity and tithing, it's a biblical principle. I pray that you enjoy this short teaching and that it will inspire you to the highest joy in our lives, and that is becoming a cheerful giver.
There can be three possible problems in the whole world of tithing. As you're sitting right now, you're processing this. If you're not fully on board, it normally comes down to one of three areas in life. And number one is this, comes down to you stroke me, comes down to us as people. And I would say this is one of three areas. One, we're maybe disorganized. You're maybe sitting here today and going, this is brilliant, I completely agree in it, but I keep forgetting. You want to be faithful, but you're forgetful. That's why on the back of this today, and we're serious about this today, because it's so important for our lives. We put God first in the daily with our devotions, and then we put God right first in our finances. And here are just some efficient ways. Isabel and I, that's what we do. We don't bring cash. We don't cut a check. We are digital, online people. We make that decision every single year with our finances. We get organized. We become faithful and not forgetful givers because of this. The next one is debt. Some people just don't get because they got debt in their lives. I'm not asking for a show of hands. And if you're here today, that is very real and the emotions are very real. But can I encourage you with this? In the whole area of debt, make a move towards God. If debt is like something that's so big in your life, and often we get into debt because we have not put God first in our finances. Do you know what? Make a step towards Him and say, God, I'm going to start with this %, and God, I'm going to get you involved in my finances. Or just plain and simple, the last one can be disobedient. I'm stingy. It's all about me. I want the 100%. I don't want God involved in all. Okay, I want Him in my life, but not my money. That's it. It's kind of strange, isn't it? But I don't want Him involved. At this point, you need to have a conversation with you. You need to sit down, you need to have a big conversation with yourself, okay? It's really important. Next one is God. And this one, it can be disappointment. Disappointment, people. We just get disappointed. What does that mean? That we were tithing, we were giving, and we were believing that maybe in another area of our lives, God would come through, and He hasn't come through yet, and we end up what? Disappointed. And then we give up on God. We might even attend church, but we give up on God in some areas, and it affects. And I would say at this moment in time, it's nothing to do with money. Listen to me. God doesn't need your money. What God is looking for is your obedience and your faith. That's what God, that's really what this comes down to. God doesn't need money. What He's looking for is a faith act. God, I'm putting you first in my finances. I'm trusting you. So at this point, it's not about having a conversation with yourself. You've tried that. It doesn't work. You need to have a conversation with God. You get on your knees, and you need to work that out. Last one is, you could have a problem with us. And sometimes it's the area of distrust. I don't know what Bayside's doing with our finances. Well, ask us. Have a conversation with us. I don't know why they bought that or they did that. Sometimes what you imagine is not a reality. And it's a small minority. I'm talking a fraction of people sometimes in church stop tithing because of this wrong thought in their head about what could have been done with money. Can I say that we are here, we have a whole finance department, we can help you with this. It's real simple. People, this is important in our lives. It's a biblical principle that the church has been practicing since its inception. Billy Graham said this. Now, everyone, Billy Graham. If you don't know who Billy Graham is, there's like Jesus here, a couple of steps below, there's Billy Graham. Everyone agree with me? Billy Graham, he's pretty much. He said, if a person gets his attitude about money straight, it will help straighten out almost every other area of his or her life. How many people know that to be true? We can't have Jesus, the Lord of our past, our present, and our future, and not have Him involved in our finances.